What up peeps, I'm Mr. Teacups and welcome to a Black Ops 2 commentary, and today I finally did it. I finally went 30-0 on Black Ops 2 free-for-all. It's my first perfection gameplay, and if I do say so myself, it's pretty decent. It's not the fastest of gameplay out there, it's pretty slow if I do say so myself, but it got the job done and I'm pretty proud of it. I finally did it, you know. I'm so glad I finally did it. So in today's commentary, I want to talk about how you can improve in free-for-all. I want to talk a little bit about maybe a few setups and maybe talk about a few things in COD in general. So yeah, before we do that, let's talk about the setup I'm using. I'm using the PDW with silencer and extended mags. Oh yeah, and the map is Overflow, and I'm using as my perks Ghost, Hardline, Toughness, Dexterity and an Engineer. My normal setup with perks, I generally don't change those, and the score streaks I'm using are Lightning Strike, Stealth Chopper and Dogs. And this was actually my domination setup. I forgot to change it, so if I could go back I would have changed it. It probably would have made this gameplay a lot shorter. So let's talk a little bit about that, and let's talk about the kill streaks first. Because I'm using the wrong setup, it really does make the gameplay a little bit slower, and it generally, like, I don't really like using the higher kill streaks in freefall. Like I said in a video, like a commentary a little while ago, that I really like using Hunter Killer Drone, Hellstorm Missile and Lightning Strike, and I still think they do dominate in freefall because they're just so easy to get and they just get you so many kills. I feel the Lightning Strike I'm using here ends up getting me 2 kills, I do believe. I think, yeah, that's really good. But the Stealth Chopper ends up only getting me, I think, 2 kills as well. And if I was playing Domination, that'd probably get me about 5. You know, and I think that's good. You know, 5 kills in Domination, that's very good. But 2 kills in free-for-all, I just think that's not worth it. It's not worth, you know, a higher kill streak only getting 2 kills when I could have used like a Hellstorm Missile and got like 2 kills from that, and that's a lot easier to get. So generally I try and stay away from the Stealth Chopper. I don't really like it anyway. Like, it doesn't patrol like an attack helicopter would in like the previous Call of Duty, so I really think it's quite useless, and it's very easy to shoot down because it just stays in one area. Like, I think mine actually does end up getting shot down quite early on, so that's one of the reasons why it doesn't get a lot of kills. And I'm using Dogs, and I honestly feel Dogs aren't suited for free-for-all because Dogs, I only think they get me 7 kills in this, which is pretty decent, I have to say, because in this lobby, I stayed with this group of people for 5 games in a row, and I ended up getting Dogs every single game. They actually ended up saying, oh man, this guy must be hacking, he got Dogs 5 games in a row. But this was the most kills I ever got with Dogs in those 5 games. Some of them they only ended up getting like 2 or 3 kills. And that's because in free-for-all, not a lot is going on. Like, if you're playing in a big team game mode, like say Ground War, they get you a load of kills because there's constant shooting going on, there's constant people like getting caught off guard by Dogs. In this, people are more, you know, they're more holding their own area, they're more camping really, so they can pick off Dogs easy. And I have to say, if someone got Dogs against me here, I could probably guarantee they wouldn't kill me because it would just be so easy to like kill them, because I'm holding this back area. There's probably a joke in there somewhere, but like, I could get the Dogs coming for either angle with ease. There's so much space that I can end up shooting them. People aren't coming at me 24/7 that I could easily get the kill. So that's my opinion on what score streaks you should use. So let's talk about the gun a little. The PDW is not my favourite submachine gun. I really don't like it because it's quite weak and I don't really like the recoil of it. But I was only using it because I was trying to get the challenges to get some more XP, and I was trying to get gold guns because I want to get diamond, because diamond looks very sexy in this game. But the attachments I'm using are silencer because you gotta stay quiet. Silencer is just important. It's just something I have on 24/7. I really do miss hardcore free-for-all because you didn't have to use the silencer. I could use other stuff, but I don't know why they fucking got rid of that. I'm still kind of pissed they got rid of that, and I wish they'd bring it back in, but they probably won't. The other attachment I'm using is extended mags, and I have to say extended mags are fucking amazing. Jesus Christ, they are out of this world, just mind-blowing. Like, this was one of the first games I used them, and I just realised how sick they are, because I was using fast mags, because the reload in this, like, the reload time in this game for each gun is fucking slow. It takes like a fucking year. I've had shits faster than what the reload time is. It just takes too long. So I was like using the fast mags, I was like, oh yeah, this is a lot faster, but I generally still got killed. You know, like, amount of times I got into like situation where I'm shooting a guy, I run out of ammo, he kills me easy. You know, he catches me while I'm reloading. I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay, I'll try out extended mags. And I've just been surviving a lot more because with extended mags, you don't have to reload as frequent. You get more bullets, you can spray down more people. Like, I was playing Domination on Nuketown because at the moment it's double XP and everyone's just going on like Nuketown. Like, when you rush the spawns, I was rushing the spawns with fast mags, I was end up killing 2 people. Then by the time I put a few bullets in the 3rd guy, and he'd kill me because I'd end up starting to reload. I was like, oh, what the fuck? So next game, you know, I thought, you know what, I'll take extended mags. End up using extended mags, I end up spraying down 4 guys, and I still got 10 bullets left. So extended mags just keeps me alive a lot more than any of the other attachments. I think it really does outweigh fast mags, and it outweighs FMJ in my opinion, because if you're playing free-for-all, you know, I don't get into many situations where I'm going to be shooting someone through a wall, especially on this map, because a lot of people do end up running around. If they do camp, they camp into places where it's very easy to come behind them and get them. So I feel there's no real need for FMJ. So now let's talk about how you can actually get a good gameplay in Black Ops 2. And the way you get a good gameplay is luck. You're probably thinking, what? Luck? Yeah, you just get into that right lobby and you get those right players that you can just absolutely dominate them. Because, you know, if you get, say, a good player and they go into a lobby with other good players, they're very rarely going to dominate the other good players, because yeah, they're good players. You see what I'm trying to get at? Like, I was watching a load of people who post like 100+ gameplays, and like a load of people like asking them, oh, how do you get these good gameplays? And it was just like, luck. You know, you just get into that lobby with those people who are not so great, and you just end up dominating them. And there are ways that people have been like, you know, people have figured out ways how they can get into those lobbies, and it's actually called deboosting. You probably think, what? Why the hell would people want to deboost? Well, the matchmaking system in Black Ops 2 is based on your SPM, or score per minute. And my score per minute is generally, it's not that high. I think most of them are in 500s, some of them in 300s, because I play a lot of hardcore, and it generally lowers it down because it's like very slow paced. But a lot of people have been going into, like, say, domination, and they've been like killing themselves like 100 times, like for a few games, and that will drastically lower their score per minute. So that will match them up against players with a similar level of score per minute. Like, say if they go down to, like, I don't know, 10, they'll match them with people with 10 score per minute. And on average, those players are going to be pretty bad. You know, they may be new players, there may be players who are just crap at the game. So, you know, if you've got a good player going against like 6, 8 crap players, they're going to absolutely dominate. You know, they're going to get 100+ gameplays, and that's one of the ways people do it. I've honestly not tried it because I can't bother to mess up my stats just to get a decent gameplay. So far my best gameplay I think is 80 and 10. I didn't think it was that great, so I didn't want to post it, but yeah, that's kind of interesting. But I can see why people want to do it, because in this game it's generally quite hard to get a good gameplay, because there is a lot of bullshit, you know, the crappy lag, the crappy bullet detection, but the game is still good. But you know, there's a lot of things that go against people that I can see why they wanna, you know, lower their score per minute so they can get into the better lobbies. But, you know, all to their own, I guess. But yeah, I think I've talked about what I want to in this commentary. I think the gameplay is just about to come to an end. I've been Mr. Teacups. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.